don't know actually what's up with me at the minute. It's like literally I'll go months and not put a YouTube video on. And then I've done a few recently. But something's just happened. You know, like, I'm going to try and do a video on my stuff without trying not to mention my art. Anyway, let's have a go. It'll either work or it don't. Disclaimer at the beginning. All my opinions, completely my personal opinion. I am not saying that I know about science. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying, oh, sorry, my arse is itching. Oh, also, I'll do things like that down the middle. Well, it weren't down the middle, it was to one side. And I swear. So, disclaimers, personal opinion, my personal opinion. You can't therefore come to me and say I'm wrong. You're welcome to, like, but I'd really rather you didn't, because it's my opinion and it's based on my research. One thing I don't like at the minute is people like, do your research. You know, if somebody says that to me, it's like, mate, you came into my life 30 seconds ago. You read one fucking paragraph that I said in my 50 years on this planet and went, do your research. Sit your arse down. Sit your fucking arse down before I put you on it. Sorry. You know, like, literally, you know, like, the people that are rude to me, if I called me mates in, like, I am blessed with so many friends who know so much stuff, and if one of these people came to me, you don't know what you're fucking on about, do your research, and I went like, excuse me, like, my mates would be like, you don't know who you're talking to, and now you're talking to me as well. Ooh, bitch, sit yourself down. That's the world that we've found ourselves in. At this moment in time, we've got people on one side. Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. Before we get to we've got people on the one side, we've got fucking sides. We live in a world now where people take sides. Now, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that the kids growing up these days won't. I'm 50 years of age. I turned 50 in August. Wouldn't think it, right? Right, so I turned 50 in August, and when I was a kid, the world, if you'd have brought me to 2021, when, let's say, 1981, right? Let's call it, that's 40 years, right? 40 years. If you'd have took me back 40 years ago, I'd have been 10, right? And if you, fucking hell, always doing when the alarm's about to go off. So, like, if you took me back to when I was 10 years old, and I got to, well, I wouldn't grow up like this. This wouldn't be me. So I'm glad of that little 10-year-old Carrie-Anne, because if I hadn't have been through my life, I wouldn't be here now. Well, I would. I'd just be, well, more boring. But, like, you know, like, if I went back then and said to that little girl, this is what life's going to be like in 40 years. In 40 years, you're going to, like, we didn't even have fucking calculators. Well, we did, but I didn't, because, rich kids did. Posh kids did. Posh kids had calculators. Now here's me. Still a chav. Every bit as much as I've ever been in my life. Well, actually, I had a couple of years where my ex-husband tried to elevate my status. I'm a chav. I'm a chav. I'll always be a chav, right? Don't make me any less of a person, though. Does it? I mean, if it does, that's not my problem. Because it's not. Right. Oh, fuck it. Got a big headache there, didn't I? I tell you what I did, looked away from the fucking thing and got a fucking clue what I'm talking about. On a minute. Right. So I've done it again. 5 minutes in. Fuck all to do with the video. Did this on my video. Was it yesterday? Did I do one yesterday? Check me out, my content. But like when I did my old decode my dreams, tell me I'm not going mental. I think that's actually going to be the theme tune because I only ever said that once. I sang it once, and that was on the video I did the other day. Like literally, you can either subscribe or you can't. Who gives a shit? But as far as where I'm coming from on my videos, I talk to myself. Occasionally, somebody will reply. Most of the time, I'm talking to myself. So I'm going to fucking say what I want to hear, right? Or just ramble, because it doesn't matter, because nobody's listening. Anyways, right? So I was talking about like I saw on another thing. Right now, your government is doing things that you think only other governments do. So if you mate on Facebook, because like I have a thing on Facebook, some of my shit gets viewed loads. Usually, like if I post a photograph of the grandkids or something, some flower I've seen out somewhere. If I post anything political or edgy or Rona related, you know, like nobody likes it. So either all of my friends on Facebook that are completely on the page with me didn't see what I posted, or they think I'm a wanker. I'll go with the beginning one. It's like, I know that people don't like me. It's part of my life and has been for my entire life. Because you know what? I ain't usual. I don't say things in the usual way. I don't think like the majority of people. And I go and put shit on YouTube. And that's embarrassing. I'm lucky. It's like my brothers, my older brothers, well embarrassed of me. It's like, nope. I ain't seeing you like this. You have to be the little girl that I was growing up with, or you ain't worth shit. And that's fine by me. So I think that's where it might be. Decode my life, tell me I'm not going mental. But I think that might be a reason why I've ended up like this. Partly, when I was 10 years old, I nearly died. Right? Like, not like, oh, I nearly died. I literally nearly died. Anybody that knows me will tell you that literally I nearly died, right? And so like and I was 10 at that point in time. So it has put me on a different path than most. Do you know what? Nobody in my life that I can think of, outside of my kids and whatever, I can't think of anybody who's ever asked me the question, how do you feel about the fact that you nearly died? It happened again, and it was I don't know how many years ago it were, but it came up on this day thingy on Facebook. I posted like, oh my fucking God, I was on telly 2 days ago and I didn't even know. I was catching up on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Now. And I'd sent in a video and I got like literally, like, I have one there, there's one here somewhere, and there's one here. And then I have another scar on my neck from my original operation. But I had, like, literally, I nearly died a couple of years ago. Again, I've had 2 times in my life where I have treated death. So I think when death comes, it's like, yeah, you're gone. That's enough for you. We're not going to piss about with you again. We're not going to have this old people praying, because that might save you. So you're gone. Anyway. Right. Hold on a minute. Let me draw. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for being all over the show, by the way. I smoked a little bit of marijuana. I've had this bit of marijuana for 3 months. Smoked a bit recently. Mess me chatsy. That's what you see in front of your face right now. So if you want me to get stoned, and well, like, we couldn't do that. But like, yeah. So it's like literally with this. Ooh, let's just tangent. Oh, tangent, right? Like literally, I should fucking put timestamps, and I should stop saying literally. I should put timestamps on this video if I knew how to do it. Give me a sec. Wheelie bins, right? I don't know what time it's 11:51, right? 11:51, 11:51. Wheelie bins. Can't spell wheelie. So wheelie bins, right? And I think I've done this on a video before, but my ex, my most recent ex. I say most recent. I've been single for 10.5 years. That's how recent it was. It was my most longest standing relationship. I was with him for 9 years. Go me. Stayer. But like, I'm talking to him like he was a stoner as well. I wasn't a stoner. I got into smoking weed because I fancied this bloke called Carl. I was in my early 20s, my daughter. Yeah, I was in my early 20s and I'd got a daughter. He's like, no, don't want to get with anybody who's got a kid. I'm a big time drug lord. And yeah, so that didn't work. Got with my ex. No, then I got with another husband, but it was my most recent ex, right? And we're chatting away and I smoked a little bit of weed. So I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I'm like, I've got it. I've got the way the conversations go, right? So you imagine you're just there. You got your eyes shut, you got blinkers on or whatever. Or you can see it. Obviously, if it's a physical thing, you can see it. And then you've got like a row of people, right? This is going to go backwards, so I'm going to have to do it backwards because I'm filming myself, right? So you've got like, the way I said it is like we've got all these wheelie things. So I was a bit picturing little cars. He thought I said wheelie bins. It's been wheelie bins ever since. So it's like you've got a wheelie bin, right? And then you've got, you know, that bungee cord shit, right? So you pull that wheelie bin, or it starts there. You like, basically, conversation goes in the wheelie bin. You're chatting. Then somebody thinks about something else and pulls in another wheelie bin. And while you're talking about that, this wheelie bin just slowly gets pulled back. And then occasionally in this one, it will remind you of that one and you'll pull it right back and you're like, no, this one. Then somebody will have it go on another tangent, open another wheelie bin. Then you're like, oh my God, we were talking about this. You pull in that wheelie bin and all the time they're all slowly being pulled back to source to wait there for when you pull them back. But when you pull them back, they're there like that. It's like wheelie bin. Right, let's discuss what's in this wheelie bin. You'll fill the wheelie bin up more. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, you remember 10 minutes ago we were talking about shit? That wheelie bin's all of a sudden there, and this one is slowly going back. And they all sort of do that, and that's how you manage conversations when you're stoned. Well, I do anyway. And my ex did too, because we got to that together. Right, I wrote down earlier on something, because like, oh, fuck it, don't do videos when you're stoned, because it don't go fucking well. But earlier on, I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this video, because I can't remember what we're talking about, and this is what I wrote down to remind me. Anybody? Can you fucking decode this? It looks like it says 100... Oh no, it's wheelie bins. Why does it say 151 wheelie bins? That bit there says wheelie bins. Gotta stop oversharing, because people are gonna fucking refer you to a mental clinic. It don't say 151 wheelie bins. It's like explain wheelie bins, something like that. But why it's... fuck's sake. Do you know what? I'm gonna do not do videos when you're a little bit merry, guys, because it don't go well. Please, just let me get to the point. Please, please, let me get to the point so I can just do it again tomorrow. But I know what I'm fucking doing the video for, at least. I think it got something to do with being governed by shitbags, so we'll probably leave that for another day. Yes, that's definitely what I was, because I was like, no, do you know what? I've started doing my new segment, Decode My Dreams. Started doing that bit, but do you know what? I have something to say regarding the general fuck-uppiness of everyday life. So, I shall watch this video back. Maybe I should post it, really, because in the interest of transparency, could you imagine Bojo? Wouldn't it be fucking hilarious? You know, Bojo or fucking Wanksock or fucking Chris Shitty or like any of these stuffed suit, pompous fucking chest puffy outy bastards going, I'm off my tits. Do you want to know what I think of when I'm on my tits? Do you know what? They ain't going to do that. And do you know why? Because they do not give a shit about you, and they have to maintain a persona. Do you trust me, who literally will just chat bare bollocks from the bottom of my arse, whether it makes any sense to me? I'm laying myself out there, warts and fucking all, for you to either judge me, for you to judge me. I invite judgment, and I understand that, like, a lot of what I say is not liked, right? But look me in the eye and tell me that Boris Johnson loves you more than I do. Try it. Like, literally, watch any politician, especially demonic Cummins. Like, Wanksock is, like, just fucking, oh, God, laughable. Rishi Sunak is laughable. The orc dude, you know, the orc who looks like he's been dragged around by his ears his whole life. Sajid Javid. And Boris Johnson the other day called him Saj. Because that's professional. Well, if he can't be, but if he can call his mates by his mate names, I can call him a cunt, surely. You know what I mean? If we're relaxing, social status is so everybody's hip down with the kids in the street. I'm fucking smoked off my nut, mate. You ever seen Boris Johnson do that? And talk to you and open his mouth and not give a shit about what comes out? Not going to happen, because they can't do it, because they can't trust what would come out of their house mouth if they're off their tits. I can. Here I am. I'm off my tits. Mate, not that fucking deep, to be fair. I've only had one teeny tiny. I don't smoke it anymore, so like, well, I have done the past couple of days, but usually I don't. That's probably why it's just a teeny tiny of a thing. And yeah, my gob opened and my brain didn't really gauge in. So I've just spent this last 21 minutes and 10 seconds chatting bollocks. But at least you can go away from this video not with any kind of intellectual insight, not with any information, but hopefully when you press stop on this video, which was probably, 20 minutes ago now, you'll know that I ain't talking bollocks to you, because if I did, I'd have it all written down on a little sheet and it would all say exactly what every fucking news article is saying, and it wouldn't tally up with common sense. That's what the video, I think, is meant to be about, common sense. So I'll do that again if I post this, if I don't post this. But when I'm not stoned, I shall speak to you all, and thank you. Like, literally, if you've watched this entire video, mate, I owe you a bevy. We need to be going out and having a little natter. Totally. Because that was the original point of the fucking video. We need to be speaking to each other. We need to be stopping this you, me, sides thing. We need to be talking with each other. It's exactly why they want us wearing masks. Exactly why they always wanted us to social distance. Because if we start speaking to each other, we're going to expose the bastards. And they can't be having that. So we need to be speaking to each other. You can talk to me on YouTube. You can add me on Facebook. I'm on Twitter at Kezann, Kezann. But I don't use Twitter much. I'm on Snapchat as KezandyBob. Again, I don't use Instagram either. I'm on Snapchat. Fuck knows what my name is on that. I'm on Facebook mainly. But if you want to contact me on here, if you want my mobile phone number, just get in touch. Let's fucking discuss. Because that's what they're doing. They just do it behind big fucking oak doors. So let's us do it out in the forum, out in everyday life. Let us have conversations and share experiences and just get our power back. Sorry. But yeah. Another video on this is needed, methinks, when I'm not stoned. But thank you for staying with me if you did, and I love you all.